Hello and welcome to Maths by SAS. This is my first lesson about the tests of divisibility. What are the tests of divisibility and what is their use and why are they important? These are the questions that I will be discussing during my lesson, and these lessons I'm specially making on the request of some of my junior students and the Bacha Party. While we were discussing D1 exercise 1A, there were the questions that were asking about to decide whether the number is a prime number or composite number. And some of the numbers are quite large and students were finding difficulty to decide that whether the number is a prime or composite numbers. So, by the use of these divisibility tests, the division of the large number will become really easy for my students. So, it's really good to understand the divisibility test to make the division process easy. Okay, moving to the divisibility test, let's begin with the test of 2 and let's see what does the divisibility test of 2 tell us and how can we apply that. A number will be divisible by 2 if the digit at the unit place is 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. So, in order to decide whether the number is divisible by 2 or not, what we have to check, what we have to observe and see that the unit digit must be either 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. For example, if we look at 670, here the unit digit is 0, so this number will easily be divisible by 2. And if we look at 1896 students, here again, the unit digit is 6, it's multiple of 2, it's even number. It's up to you how you keep the things in your mind. That for the test of divisibility for 2, the unit digit either has to be even or you can take it as it has to be the multiple of 2. Then that number will be easily divisible by 2. Moving to the test of 3, let's see, juniors, what does the divisibility test for 3 tell us, that how can number be easily divisible by 3 and how to check that. A number is divisible by 3 if the sum of its digits is divisible by 3, okay? What does that mean, that if the sum of its digits is divisible by 3? For example, if I'm taking the number 531 and the sum of the digits is 5 plus 3 plus 1, 5 plus 3 is 8 plus 1, 9, as the sum of the digits of 531 is 9, which is divisible by 3, so this whole number will easily be divisible by 3. Moving to the divisibility test of 4, a number is divisible by 4 if the digits at the units and 10th place are zeros. Either we have to observe that if the number has the units and 10 digit 0 like 200, then that whole number will be divisible by 4, or what we can check that the number found by tens and units digits can be divided by 4 easily. Like if I'm taking the example 420 here, 20 is completely divisible by 4, so this whole number will be divisible by 4. Moving to 7632, again the number at the unit and 10 place, that is 32. 32 is divisible by 4, so the whole number will be, this 7632 will be divisible by 4. Moving to test of 5, divisibility test of 5, what does that say? A number will be divisible by 5 if the digit at the unit place is 0 or 5. Very easy, students. You have to look at the number. If the digit at the unit place is 0 or 5, then that number will be divisible by 5. Moving to the divisibility test of 6, okay? A number is divisible by 6 when? If it has the even number at the unit place. it has the even number at the unit place and the sum of the digits is divisible by 3. So it means, students, for the divisibility test of 6, in order to check whether the number is divisible by 6 or not, we have to check two things: that it should have even number at the unit place and the sum of the digits is divisible by 3. Okay. Moving to the next test, which is the divisibility test of 8. When and how to check that number is divisible by 8 or not. A number is divisible by 8 if the digits at the units, tens and hundred places are 0. Okay. A number is divisible by 8 if the digits at the unit, 10 and 100 place are 0, or they make a number divisible by 8. Okay, now find the comparisons and compare the things so that learning becomes easy for you. You can see that the test of divisibility of 4 also says that if the digits at the unit and 10 place are 0, and test of 8 says if the digits at the unit, tens and 100 place are zeros. And here the number formed has to be easily divisible by 4, or in this case the number has to be divisible by 8. So it means that for divisibility test of 8, again we have to check two conditions. Moving to test of 9. Test of 9 says that if sum of the digits is divisible by 9, then the complete number will be divisible by 9. Recall, students, that which other test says that if the sum of the digits is divisible by that number, that is, and divisibility test of 3. Okay, let me make some signs here, that divisibility test of 3 and divisibility test of 9, they are somehow similar. Similar in what case? That if we recall test of 3, it says a number is divisible by 3 if the sum of the digits is divisible by 3. And here the divisibility test of 9 says that a number is divisible by 9 if the sum of the digits is divisible by 9. So 4 and 8, tests of 4 and 8 have similarity. Yes. And then tests of 3 and 9 have the similarity. And then moving to the next test, that is really easy, that is the divisibility test of 10. Again, divisibility test of 10 says that if the digits at the unit place are 0, then this test is somehow similar to test of 5, because the divisibility test of 5 says that a number is divisible by 5 if the digit at the unit place is 0 or 5. Okay, and moving to the divisibility test of 11, let's try to understand this test. Okay, a number is divisible by 11 if the difference of the sum of its digit at the odd places and the sum of its digits at the even places is either 0 or divisible by 11. Let's try to understand this test once again. A number will be divisible by 11 when? If the difference of what? Sum of its digits at odd places and the sum of the digits at even places is either 0 or divisible by 11. Okay, try to understand the tests of divisibility of 11 with the help of example. Suppose we have the number 1749, and if I'm taking the first digit at odd place, this is a second even place, this is odd place, and this is even place. Now digits at odd places, 1 and 4, and their sum is 5, and digits at even places, This is even place, and 7 plus 9, 9 and 1, 10 and 6, 16. Now, I have to take the difference, 16 minus 5, which is 11, as 11 is divisible by 11 easily and completely. So the number 1749 will completely be divisible by 11. Okay, I hope you are clear about these all tests, and after this we will be moving to the divisibility test of 15 and 25. Let's see, juniors, what does the divisibility test of 12 tell us, and how can we divide the number by 12 easily? In order to check whether the number is divisible by 12 or not, we have to check two conditions. Which two conditions? The first condition is that a number is divisible by 12 if the sum of its digits is divisible by 3. Sum of the digits is divisible by 3 and the number formed by its tens and units is divisible by 4. So, for the test of divisibility of 12, we have to check the divisibility test of 3 and the number formed by its tens and unit digit is divisible by 4. So it means that a number is divisible by 12 if it is divisible by 3 and 4 both. So let's take the idea from this number that we have the number 1476, and the first condition says that if the number is divisible by 3, and now what does a divisibility test of 3 says? That if the sum of the digits 1 plus 4 plus 7 plus 6, 6 and 4 10, 10 and 7 17 and 1 18. Let me check once again. 4 plus 1 is 5, 5 plus 6 is 11, 11 plus 7 is 18. As 18 is divisible by 3, so this number is divisible by 3. And the second condition is that we have to check the number formed by tens and units place is divisible by 4 or not. That is the number 76, and let's see whether 76 is divisible by 4 or not. How many times is 7 or closer to 7? 4 ones are 4, and we have 3 as a remainder, and 4 nines are 36. 4 nines are 36. So it means as 1476 is divisible by 3 and 4 both, so 1476 is divisible by 12. Okay, moving to the divisibility test of 15. A number is divisible by 15 if the sum of the digits is divisible by 3, and the second is the digits at the unit place is 0 or 5. Okay, again, see, find the similarities and differences, that this condition is same for both the test of divisibility of 12 and 15, that the sum of the digits means a number has to be divisible by 3 in both the cases. So let's check whether 5175 is divisible by 15 or not. First of all, we have to check the divisibility test of 3, that I have to add up the digits of this number. 5 plus 1 plus 5. 5 plus 1 is 6, 6 plus 6 is 12, and 1 13, 13 and 5 18. Okay, 5 5 10, 10 and 8 18. Again, 18 is divisible by 3, so this number will be divisible by 3. And the second important thing for the divisibility test of 15 is that unit digit has to be either 0 or 5. Okay, so it means that we have to check the divisibility test of 3 and 5. Okay, so this number will be divisible by 15. Moving to the divisibility test of 25. A number will be divisible by 25 if the digits at the units and 10 place are zeros. Okay, or the second is a number formed by the tens and unit digits can be divided by 25. For example, 9175. Here the digits at the unit place and 10 place are not zeros, but the second condition, the number formed at the tens and unit digits, it can be easily divided by 25, 75. We can easily divide 75 by 25. Students, you can see that how easily we are applying these divisibility tests on even large numbers in order to decide whether we can divide those numbers by these large numbers or not. And if we can divide them easily, so it means that they are not having only two different factors, because we know that if the numbers are having only two factors, that is 1 and itself, they are the prime numbers, and if they have more than two factors, they will be composite numbers. So after discussion of the divisibility tests, students, I hope you can easily decide your prime and composite numbers, and you can easily go for the prime factorizations. These lessons are equally important for my O1 students and O2 and O3 students, and the students who have to go for their O-level examination. Please watch these basic lessons for the improvement of the subject, and these all lessons we are making in order to overcome the syllabus problems and the bridge the syllabus gap due to the crucial period of COVID-19 that we have faced during last 2 years. So students, please watch my lessons, like, share and subscribe the channel, and press bell icon to get the notification of every lesson in time. Thank you very much.